Question 5. Ivan has a bag with red and green balls in it. There are 40 red balls and 60 green balls. Ivan chooses one ball at random from his bag. On the probability scale below, mark the points A and B where A is the probability that Ivan chooses a green ball and B is the probability that Ivan chooses a yellow ball. So the probability scale here goes from 0 to 1. 0 being impossible, it will never happen, and 1 being certain, it is definitely 100% going to happen. As you can see here, the halfway point is marked for you, so that would mean it would be an even chance, a 50-50 chance. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the key information here. There are 40 red balls and 60 green balls. Okay, I have to put event A and event B onto the probability scale. So I would mark a little A where I think that is going to happen. So probability is written as either a fraction, decimal or a percentage. So we'll look at a fraction. You have the successful outcomes as your numerator, as the top number of the fraction, and you have your total outcomes on the bottom of the fraction. So I'm going to write the probability here next to each statement as a fraction so that I can accurately put it on my probability scale. I'm not just going to guess where they would go. So A says the probability that Ivan chooses a green ball. So here are the green balls. There are 60 green balls, so that will go on top of my fraction. And the total outcome, so that means the total amount of balls in his bag. So there would be 60 green and 40 red, giving a total of 100. Okay. B is the probability that Ivan chooses a yellow ball. Well, there are no yellow balls in Ivan's bag, so that would give me no yellow balls over a total of 100. Okay, so I can now put this onto my probability scale. Now B is nice and easy because that is 0. There is a 0% chance of that happening, so I'm going to be nice and accurate. I'm going to put my arrow here at 0 and I'm going to label that event B. Then I have to look at event A, and that says a 60 out of 100 chance. So this here would be 50 out of 100 because that's halfway. So I need to place it at 60 out of 100, which is here. What I could do is cancel this down and get rid of these two zeros. So it could be 6, take a 0 from here, take a 0 from here. So that could be cancelled down as 6 over 10. And you can see that actually my probability line is roughly from 0 to 10. So the halfway point would be 5 out of 10 and 6 out of 10 would be here. So I can actually place this very accurately on my probability scale. So that would be event A. If your probability scale in another exam or another question doesn't work out exactly, then the examiner does allow you a little leeway. You have to try and be as accurate as possible, obviously, but you'll get 1 mark for B here and 1 mark for A. Now you will be allowed the mark if you have A anywhere, most likely between here and here. So if you were slightly off on your estimations, then you can have the mark if they're between those two lines.